The hum of the city was our constant companion. Southampton, a whirlwind of noise, crowds, and concrete. Life was fast-paced, demanding, relentless. We felt like we had outgrown the energy and noise of a busy city. Deep down, a yearning for something more began to grow. We had a longing for wide open spaces, fresh country air, and a slower pace of life. Our holidays and weekends became escapes to the countryside. Hiking trails, quaint villages, staying in cottages, shepherds' huts and bell tents. It was a stark contrast to our city life, and we cherished every moment. The seed of an idea began to take root, a dream of escaping the urban jungle and embracing a simpler existence. France held a special allure, and it became the destination of all our trips. Holidays filled with peace, sunshine, beautiful walks, and unspoiled countryside. We dreamt of rolling hills stretching as far as the eye could see, and a slower, more deliberate way of life. During one of our many Sunday evening internet searches, we stumbled upon a derelict nightclub. Surrounded by overgrown land and unloved, it stood as a silent testament to a bygone era. The 1990s. But we saw potential, a blank canvas upon which we could paint our dreams. The idea of transforming this forgotten space into a haven for nature lovers, a glamping retreat where others could escape the city and reconnect with the great outdoors, began to take shape. Our plans were met with a double whammy: Brexit and a global pandemic. The uncertainty of Brexit threw a spanner in the works, creating logistical nightmares and mountains of paperwork. Just as we thought we were navigating the choppy waters of leaving the EU, the world came to a standstill. COVID-19 cast a long shadow, forcing us to hit the pause button on our dreams. Delays and frustrations mounted. We questioned our sanity, wondering if our French dream was slipping through our fingers. But no, we are not so easily deterred. We used the time to refine our plans, research business plans and visa requirements, and begin, of course, to learn the French language. April 2023. We boarded the overnight ferry, and we finally crossed the channel, our car loaded with dreams, 2 cats, and a healthy dose of apprehension. The air smelled different here, cleaner, fresher. Excitement bubbled in our chests as we arrived at the front door of our old stone cottage, with its adjoining nightclub ready to embark on this new chapter. The scale of the task ahead became very real. There was no power, the cottage was bare and cold. The only patrons of the nightclub were mice and large spiders. But we were not daunted. Armed with determination and a shared vision, we rolled up our sleeves and got to work. How do you transform an old nightclub into a Glampsite? Demolition was the first order of business. We ripped out the remnants of the dance floor, the bar, and the DJ booth. Each swing of the sledgehammer felt symbolic, a physical manifestation of our commitment to this new life. We salvaged what we could, old timbers and stones, determined to reuse and recycle wherever possible. Slowly but surely, the nightclub began to shed its former skin. Walls came down, new walls went up. The lights, speakers, mirrors, and even glitter balls all came down. The sparkly purple paint that was a reminder of the building's past was replaced by clean, fresh walls. La Diva, Bois de Nuit, would be transformed forever. We'd spent years thinking about the experience we would offer. We had happy memories of glamping in France and wanted to take the best parts of all those holidays and build a place we would want to stay in. We envisioned a glamping experience that was simple and peaceful, but comfortable with a touch of luxury. Bell tents, each in their own area, would offer panoramic views of the rolling French countryside. Each tent could have its own private bathroom in the renovated barn. An outdoor seating area, outside the barn, would be a place for guests to gather, share stories, and forge new friendships. Each tent would have its own outdoor kitchen, a charcoal barbecue, and everything the guests would need. Luxuriously comfy, king-sized beds were of course essential. This is camping, with a touch of luxury. We wanted to create a space for people to escape and unwind, to relax in the beauty and tranquility of a part of rural France surrounded by organic farms, where life is lived at a different pace. Anyone trying to build or renovate in France will tell you everything takes longer than you think. This is very true, even if you don't take the customary 2-hour lunch break each day. Our journey was not without its challenges. Language barriers, unexpected costs, and the occasional bureaucratic hurdle tested our patience and resilience. There were times when we could have questioned our decision, wondering if we had bitten off more than we could chew. But we never did. We persevered. We took things step by step, embracing the French way of life and learning valuable lessons along the way. City life became a distant memory. We knew we were in our special place. We were home. So, a year and a half on, we learned a lot about renovating, about the French way of life, about our beautiful area and its sights and sounds. It all started to feel familiar. Living in rural France was a world away from our hectic Southampton life. The pace was slower, more relaxed. We learned to embrace the rhythm of the seasons, the joy of keeping chickens and trying to grow some of our own food, and the simple pleasure of a morning coffee enjoyed with a view of the sunrise over the hills and fields. Our neighbours were friendly and welcoming, curious and supportive of the project, always giving a wave as they passed. We didn't speak much French, but we managed to communicate. We embraced the sights and events of our beautiful town, Évaux-les-Bains, with its spa dating back to Roman times. The construction work is done, the decking is ready to house tents. It really is possible to turn a nightclub into a Glampsite. As we stand on the cusp of opening Camping Le Monteil, we are filled with a sense of pride and accomplishment. The journey has been long and somewhat arduous, but the rewards have certainly been immeasurable. We have faced our fears, pushed our limits, and have created something truly special. Our dream is to share this little slice of paradise with others, to offer a place where people can escape the hustle and bustle of modern life and reconnect with nature. We envision barbecues, laughter, and a good French wine under a star-studded sky. Active people making the most of the quiet, cycling, hiking, and running routes during the day, and those just seeking to relax and recharge in the peace and quiet of the French countryside. Our French adventure is just beginning, and as we watch the sun set over our Glampsite, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, we know that this is where we are meant to be. Living our dream, we are home.